The weight that McGuigan and Cruz must make is 9 stone exactly. Here, of course, the weight will be announced in pounds, 126 pounds. McGuigan doesn't seem too happy. I suspect he must be very close to the limit. And they don't seem to be too happy with the scales. So we may have another little minor drama here at another McGuigan weigh-in. Well, McGuigan's getting dressed, so he clearly doesn't intend to step on again.
Please step back from the scales. Gentlemen, please just step a few feet back from the scales.
In fact, I think they're giving McGuigan a little bit of a rub down, which suggests that he's an ounce or two overweight, and they're trying to rub it off before he gets back on. Well, now he's come back completely stripped, which clearly means that he was a little overweight. And he raises his arms in the hope that that might affect the scales favorably. And this is beginning to look quite serious for McGuigan, because if he hasn't made the weight, he's going to have to go away and work it off, which is the last thing you want to do on the day of a big fight in America. And particularly, you don't want to weaken yourself when you know that this evening you're going to have to come out in temperature that might be close to 100 degrees. You need all the strength you've got in this place. So clearly we've got a little sensation on our hands here with McGuigan's weight, and he's going away to get some weight off. So McGuigan, it seems to me, has failed to make the weight.
The scales are not exactly calibrated correctly. So they're going to be calibrated again officially, and then we'll have to weigh it.
Well, now some 5 minutes after he stepped off the scales. And he's made it. He's made it.
And even 126 pounds, both fighters. Champion McGuigan, 126. Challenger Cruz, 126. Even.
EJ, what was all that about?
Well, with a lot of problems with the weigh-in. As you know, the WBA rules state that the official scale should be made available to all boxers 2 hours before the official time of the weigh-in. We arrived at 10 minutes past 6 this morning. We were not allowed to touch the official scales. We couldn't get near them. And after protest and getting some of the WBA senior officials out of bed, finally we were allowed at 7:30 to weigh on those scales. We weighed, and Barry was just roughly a quarter onto the weight. We brought him up and gave him a good rub, and he was happy. And as a matter of fact, he had a small drop of orange just to take the thirst off him. Before we left our bedroom, he was 1 ounce under 9 stone in another scale. We took him down, put him on the scales, and the scales showed a pound over. Pound 2 ounces. Then when Steve Cruz went on the scales, and obviously they're good professionals, I'm sure they had it down to the fine art, they showed a pound and a quarter over. So now in the meantime, I took my man and put him on this other scale, and I found him to be correct here. So we walked him about outside, and then Cruz was put on, the scales were adjusted, and found to be a pound wrong. So Barry is weighing just exactly on the 9 stone. I think I've weighed him since, in fact, and he's 2 ounces under at the moment.
So you're happy that at no time was he overweight?
At no time was he overweight. And I do believe, too, at no time was Steve Cruz overweight either.
It's round 9, and Cruz is wearing the green shorts. And listen out for the commentators here.
You have to say a lot for Tommy Carter's staying power. He looked all but out of it in the 8th round.
Oh, you would have thought the man was going to be counted out any moment, Al. The recuperative powers, they're enormous for this man.
Well, in some ways, it's a curse for him because it's allowing him to take a lot more punishment. Now, he's coming back in this fight. He's never stopped punching, but you have to wonder if he still can win this fight.
And then with a bigger punch, a guy that has bombs in both hands, what will happen to
He's faced some good punchers like Jimmy Jackson.
Yeah, well, that's true.
and some other people. So he stood up against some people who can bang. Stevie Cruz is hitting with some excellent shots. Round 9, it's scheduled for 10. It looked for all the world like it would end in the 8th round, but it didn't. Another jab. Cordova's hurt. You can make a case for stopping this fight.
You know, Al, I think maybe he acts as though when that jab pops in there, as though his nose may be broken. As if he can't take that jab on the nose.
5.
You may well have a point, Sonny.
7. You're all right. 8. Let's march.
Joey Curtis lets it go on. Well, Cordova now is going on his bicycle. This is a sign that Tommy Cordova not ready to mix it up. He has never backed up in a fight. Very seldom.
And you look at the blood that's gushing. I don't know if it's coming from his mouth or his nose.
There, he almost goes down
again.
again. Yeah, and you know, I think you may be right, Sonny. That nose may be broken. We don't know for sure, obviously, but the way that jab is sending him down, he's in trouble. Curtis has got to stop this fight.
It's got to be over, Al.
It's over.
What do you think of their commentators over there, then, Alan? Oh, they're great. Go back live now to Harry Carpenter.
Welcome back to Caesar's Palace. In this, what I'm told is still 110 degrees heat. Now, a few moments ago, I got some astonishing news from Bob Arum. Bob Arum is the promoter of this fight, and he told me a few moments ago that the odds against Cruz winning this fight have come down amazingly during today. Now, at one point before this fight, McGuigan was a 9-to-1 on favourite. And the odds at this moment, because of a tremendous amount of money apparently that's coming in from Texas, which is where Steve Cruz comes from, the odds have come down from 9-to-1 to 5-to-2 against Cruz. Now, whether that means anything or not, I don't know. Whether it's just Texas money that they want their man to win, or whether it's because McGuigan had a little bit of trouble this morning at the weigh-in. I don't know what it is, but there you are. The odds have come from 9-to-1 to 5-to-2. Well, this ringside is packed with many, many Irish supporters. A lot of slogans. We should probably be seeing them as we see the crowd here as the fight goes on and when they come to the ring. In fact, one little crowd of Irishmen here have actually got a banner up on a sheet, and the banner actually says, "Thank you, so-and-so hotel, for lending us the sheets for the banner." Now then, sitting ringside with me is a young lady that we all know well enough in Britain, Connie Stevens. Connie, how do you do?
It's so nice to see you. I didn't know you guys went all the way to England with this. This is fabulous.
It's live. It's 2 o'clock in the morning in England at this moment, and we're live.
Well,
So if you want to send a message to England...
the Olympics, so it's turnabout. And hello to all my friends in England. I miss you so much. I loved living there and always love to come home.
Now, what makes you a fight fan?
Oh, I've been a fight fan because my family, my brother fought. I was first-class Army, lightweight, and my father fought. My father had 5 brothers, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and that should answer it all. I had to fight myself to get down the street. But I have a surprise for you. I was just talking to one of our former lightweight champions. And all of the people in England, I have a nice surprise for you. This is Mr. Paddy DeMarco, a former lightweight champion of...
Mr. DeMarco, I know of you well. Paddy DeMarco.
Yeah.
Great lightweight in your days, huh?
Oh, yes.
It's nice to meet
So
you.
we were just talking about it, and my dad loved Paddy DeMarco so much that I grew up knowing his name, and then we met some years ago when I performed here in Las Vegas.
Mr. DeMarco had a few tough fights. People like Jimmy Carter was around at that time. Not the president, I hasten to say.
For all the
I
youngsters.
was fortunate enough to box and fortunate enough to win.
Right.
That's how I became lightweight champion of the world.
That's right.
And thank the good Lord for it.
Right. Can I just ask the two of you, we've got the McGuigan fight coming up. Who do you think is going to win, Paddy?
Well, I tell you, I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen much of McGuigan and the other fella. I'm just going to hope it's a good fight. May the best man win, as they say.
Right. And Connie Stevens, now you're from a boxing family.
I've seen the boy fighting.
Have you?
And he's awfully cute, and he's a dedicated fighter, and he's like old style from what I knew about the kids in Brooklyn. The club fighters used to go in the bag and with their little bags to the Ridgewood Grove, and
wow.
yes, you'll like him, and he's charming as well. So. Good luck.
That's a great compliment to our Barry. Thank you very much,
Yes.
Connie Stevens and Paddy DeMarco.
Thank you very much.
Nice to see you. Have a nice evening.
Thank you very much. You're looking down on the press benches. Naturally enough, a big press contingent here from Britain and Ireland. And the whole crowd now is beginning to sense that the moment is approaching. The Irish are beginning to wave. The referee, Richard Steele, has come to the ring, so that's the most obvious indication that things are beginning to move here in Las Vegas. And within a few moments, the preliminaries will be on for this 15-round WBA Featherweight Championship. McGuigan tonight making his third defense of the title that he won. You've been watching how he won it against Eusebio Pedrosa just over a year ago at the Queen's Park Rangers football ground. Steve Cruz is 22. He's 3 years younger than Barry. He's about an inch taller. He hasn't got quite as much reach. He's ranked number 9 by the World Boxing Association. He's lost only 1 fight, but when he did lose the fight, it was disastrous. He was stopped inside a round by a man called Lenny Valdez. But his other 25 fights, Cruz has won. And as I was saying before we met our two guests, the odds, and this is a very odd, this is the most odds-conscious city in the world. The odds on McGuigan have come down, they've tumbled extraordinarily. So the feeling clearly is that perhaps McGuigan has a few problems with the weight. Perhaps the heat may affect him. The Texas boy will be used to heat. And all these things are combining to make this, on the odds anyway, a much closer fight than people thought a few days ago.
Walk over this way, wait for fans.
Well, I imagine you've been reading enough about McGuigan's preparations for this. He has, of course, spent some time in Palm Springs, which at the time I think was even hotter than here in Las Vegas. So he's not unaccustomed to the heat. He's been out here for weeks. But I think when he gets into this ring, he's really going to feel it, as indeed is Cruz, because not only is the sun beating down, they have a canopy over their heads, but underneath the canopy are 4 great banks of television lights. And there are 18 lights in each bank, and they're blazing out now. So there are 72 television lights blazing down onto that 20-foot square ring. It is going to be a scorcher. Starts, and we're told that Steve Cruz, the challenger from Fort Worth, Texas, is on his way to ringside. And there he is, Steve Cruz, handsome young man. And what reception he gets here is drowned by the applause that's already ringing out for Barry McGuigan, although the fans haven't yet seen him. Cruz, with Mexican background, but lives in Fort Worth, Texas. And here comes Harold Graham, leading the champion in and carrying aloft the WBA belt. And here's the man himself, Barry McGuigan, the Clonis Cyclone.
Watch back.
Coming out
Go to your left. Go to your
to defend his title for the first time on American soil. The crowd haven't yet quite seen him, I don't think. He's still making his way in from the dressing rooms behind this car park. This place will ring out with cheers when he actually comes into the arena. They've seen him. And up goes the Rocky theme that always greets McGuigan. And McGuigan proceeded, as always, into the ring by the blue flag of peace. And then the WBA belt being held aloft by Harold Graham, the cornerman, and now the champion himself. Limbering up and warming up, although why you should have to warm up in this heat, heaven only knows.
Here he is, down at the bottom of the steps, just about to come up.
And McGuigan looks quite composed. Well, he's well used to these sort of occasions now. this arena, capacity 15,200. And not too far short of being full. And Barry McGuigan's father, Pat, who is doing a stint here in the hotel behind the car park. He's appearing every night in one of the lounges, one of the cocktail lounges here, singing his songs, and very good he is too. And Pat McGuigan will be giving us his latest song from the center of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. In the ring at this time, I would like to introduce the gentleman that will sing a song that represents brotherhood and peace. Ladies and gentlemen, singing Danny Boy, and we invite you all to sing along, Mr. Pat McGuigan.
Now, Pat McGuigan, there he is, to lead the crowd in this famous song.
The pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the flowers are dying. 'Tis you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow and when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so.
Mr. Pat
McGuigan in this crowd love that. Just one of the things that makes Barry McGuigan a unique fighter. Imagine having your father sing the song before you go out to defend the world title. Well, Steve Cruz was bobbing up and down the whole time that song was being sung. Here now, our MC.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is approved by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Chairman Freddie Little, Vice Chairman Dwayne Ford, Sam Macias, Sig Rogich, and Herb Santos, Commissioners. Chief Physician at ringside, Dr. Flip Pomansky. Attending physicians, Dr. Donald Romeo and Dr. Gerald Dunn. The timekeeper for this bout is Charlie Roth, and counting for the knockdown seconds, Mike Lasella. Representing the World Boxing Association at ringside, the Championship Committee Chairman, Alberto Aleman from Panama, and the supervisor at ringside for the WBA, Julio Cesar Castillo from Venezuela. The three judges for this bout, appointed by the WBA and the Nevada State Athletic Commission, are Angel Custodio Tovar from Venezuela, Medardo Villalobos from Panama, and Guy Yutras from Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, Top Rank Incorporated from Caesar's Palace, the home of championship boxing in Las Vegas, Nevada, presents 15 rounds for the featherweight championship of the world. The referee for this bout is Richard Steele. Introducing first in the blue corner, he's wearing the light green trunks and weighs an even 126 pounds. Born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas, with a professional record, 25-1, 13 knockouts. He's the #9 contender in the world, Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Stevie Cruz. And in the red corner, wearing the red trunks and weighing an even 126 pounds, a professional record of 29 victories, only 1 defeat, 24 by knockout from Clones, Ireland, the WBA featherweight champion of the world, the Clones Cyclone, Barry McGuigan.
It's quite an amazing sight to see people standing on their feet and cheering an Irishman in the middle of the Nevada desert.
Instructions in the dressing room. I would like to caution you now. Obey my commands at all times. Is there any question? Shake hands and good luck.
Richard Steele, famous American referee, taking charge of this, and 3 judges will score. Father McGuigan, son and wife ringside. So, all set, a possible 15 rounds. McGuigan's 3rd defense against Steve Cruz, the Texan, on whom the odds have shortened considerably in the last 12 hours. And as they begin, so the sun begins to dip, and mercifully, the heat relents a little. McGuigan looking busy and alert as ever. Cruz, with a reputation in this country as a stand-up boxer with a useful left hook. He might well be just as dangerous as Cabrera was in McGuigan's last defense, because here's another man who's got his chance unexpectedly out of the blue, and his jab is beginning to work into McGuigan's face. And vice versa. Nice combination from McGuigan. McGuigan, of course, has this extraordinary reach, 70 inches, which is enormous for a man of only 9 stone. Both these men right on the limit of 9 stone. And this is a pace which will be difficult to keep up in this heat. McGuigan frowns a little as he takes a jab, but he's beginning to get in close. He's warned about a low punch. And he had trouble with that in Dublin, the low punching. McGuigan coming forward most of the time, hunting, knowing full well the judges in this part of the world tend to score only for marching forward. They don't like fighters who go back. McGuigan working well, hooking and then ducking underneath the possible counter-attack. It's a fast opening. They've wasted no time sizing each other up. Cruz's best punch so far is the jab.
Watch your heads, watch your heads.
Watch your heads is the caution from referee Steele. Good opening round by McGuigan. He must have won it. So that was a brisk and lively start from the champion. Barry McGuigan, now 25 years old, just 5 feet 6 inches, 30 professional fights, 29 wins, and just that one defeat on points in only his 3rd professional fight by Peter Eubanks in Brighton. Well, he's won 27 in a row since that night in Brighton, and if you count his fights for the British and the European titles, tonight this is his 9th major title fight. So he's packed a lot into 5 years as a pro.
All the time, you learn force. Jab. You learn force all the time. Nice job.
You can hear for yourself. I think McGuigan being advised to go for the jab, use force. Round 2 coming up. The sun now dipping very low in the sky, and it won't be long before it dips down behind the stands. Both men sweating considerably. McGuigan intent on attacking. Sometimes doesn't make this fast a start, but he's impressed himself on Cruz early. 2 good counter punches there from the Texan. Little sign of danger. McGuigan told not to hold. A vital fight for McGuigan this. Not just to win, but to look good in front of America. Another good body blow. If McGuigan can really connect well with those body punches, they are going to take a lot out of the challenger. Holding again, McGuigan, told about it again. Round 2. McGuigan is risking taking a few punches in order to keep the attack going. And again, he's caught with counters. Cruz is smart. More even round this than the first. And Cruz's jab might prove a little troublesome. Good punch again from Cruz. McGuigan walked right onto it. He had no protection against it. He's so intent on forcing the pace. He's coming in open, and Cruz is picking him up as he comes in. Not a good round for McGuigan. And suddenly, you remember the story of the odds shortening, and you begin to wonder a little. And again. Cruz proving awkward and menacing. Good round for Cruz. That might well have leveled things up. 22 years old. Stevie Cruz from Fort Worth in Texas, ranked number 9 by the World Boxing Association. His trainer kneeling in front of him, Joe Barrientos. And here's a little replay from that opening round. This could well be, yes it is, I thought it might be, some good stuff from Cruz. He really got some accurate jabs and some right counters into the head of McGuigan as McGuigan continued to advance.
Settle down now. Settle down. Don't lose your composure. You were throwing a few shots there wild.
You can hear the voice of Barney Eastwood in the other corner telling Eastwood to McGuigan to compose himself.
Start working to the body. The body shortly now. You must start concentrating on the body. But settle. Keep cool. All right?
That's McGuigan's corner you can hear. Or at least I can hear, and I hope you can. I assume you can. The corner have been telling McGuigan to go for the body. He's going for the head. Oh, caught with a good right. Cruz is quick with the counters. And McGuigan is open to them. Well, those odds of 9 to 1 on certainly were not right. There's a tremendous body of opinion among the McGuigan supporters that he'll get it over inside 8 rounds. But Cruz is nobody's pushover. And he's beginning to counter well with both hands. That was a good right from McGuigan. And a good uppercut. And that only made Cruz fight the harder, but he was hurt. And another good right from McGuigan, who's beginning to get the range. And looking so determined. Round 3. And suddenly this is looking an overwhelmingly good round for McGuigan. And he's taken a bit of the sting out of Cruz. And that right came from way back and he caught him well with it. And Cruz is in some trouble. One little reminder that he's not beaten yet. But what a good round this has been for McGuigan. Got the man caught on the ropes, but he couldn't make it pay. And suddenly McGuigan is unleashing an attack that's far beyond anything Cruz can mount, and Cruz is caught again by the right. It's the right hand of McGuigan that's reaped all the dividends in this round. What a good round. And McGuigan looks very closely at Cruz just to assess what damage he's done. Tremendous round for McGuigan. And Cruz suddenly looks not such a dangerous fighter. And at long last, the sun has gone down behind the stands. I won't say it's cool now, but at least it's not blazing hot like it was. We'll get a chance to see again one of these McGuigan attacks. It was the right hand that did so much damage here. Bit high up, but what a good punch it was as the man was trapped on the ropes. So now, from moments of anxiety in the second, this big Irish contingent here in Las Vegas feeling a lot happier.
Keep that left hand up position.
Round 4. Cruz, remember, beaten only once in 26 pro fights. He never gave Cruz a chance in the third to get the counter punches going. McGuigan bobbing and weaving all the time and always coming forward. He tried to drive the right through and it only just missed. Battle of jabbing at the moment. Two good punches from Cruz. But McGuigan keeps up more sustained attacks. 5 punches put in there and another 3 for good measure. and some more. All the time, Cruz trapped on the ropes, beginning to look concerned, being hustled out of this by the ferocity of the attack. But still keeping his counter punches together. McGuigan is determined to drive this man into the canvas. One low one there from McGuigan. Still Cruz is managing to take them. Tough boy. McGuigan leaning all over him. And those body punches are probably taking more out of Cruz than anything else. But he survives again. Caught in a neutral corner. McGuigan determined to get rid of him fast if he can. McGuigan's eyes never leave Cruz's face. One afterwards, and Cruz replies to it. Little bit of bad feeling, and Richard Steele's going to bring him together to tap gloves and say, come on, we don't want any of that. Let's keep it clean. It was accidental from McGuigan. The bell came, and the punch was on its way before he could pull it back. And Cruz didn't care for it, and he gave him one back. It's the sort of thing that can happen. This is some action early on in the round 4. You see how McGuigan bobs and weaves and ducks and works to get inside and to get his punches in where they count. Driving his man, forcing his man, always back into the ropes.
Right straight, this way.
But full marks to Cruz. He survived 2 rounds of battering very well.
Try and hit him into the body. Right up, bring it up.
Round 5. What a determined little fighter McGuigan is. His 3rd defense. We've had so many world champions, well, not so many, but we had a few world champions who unfortunately have lost the title in their 1st defense. But McGuigan is turning out to be a lasting champion. But this one's not over yet. McGuigan has driven in some of his best attacks, and he hasn't dropped the Texan yet. Quite so many counters coming from Cruz now, but no relenting by McGuigan. Keeps the pace going. Round 5, and it's been like this from the first bell. And when McGuigan gets caught by the counters, he grits his teeth and he fights harder still. Cruz's jab beginning to work again. Again, a left hand dropped a little low, and he was warned again by Richard Steele. Another big punishing attack from McGuigan. boy from Texas. He's tough enough. Surely McGuigan must soften him up sooner or later. And as McGuigan mounts another big attack, so the bell comes, and he smiles. He looks well pleased with himself as he returns to the corner at the end of the fifth. Certainly well ahead. Judges' slips being handed in at the end of every round to the referee. That's the custom here. Cruz still relatively unmarked and still apparently quite strong. His manager Dave Gorman on the right.
You're around too much. You got to let the hammer down a little more and get us some respect out of it. Okay, listen to us.
You can too.
You're not throwing enough hooks, baby.
You're not throwing enough hooks. That's the message to Cruz.
Pick your shots this time.
As he comes out
to the body and
for the
head.
sixth.
Hit him on the right, hit him on the left, hook to the body. He's on for that. Roll!
Now McGuigan comes running off his stool. The temperature has dropped considerably. Probably only about 90 now. Solid jabs from McGuigan, but still the counter punches come in reply. Cruz serving notice again that he's far from beaten. Two good punches from McGuigan. McGuigan very much in command at the moment, very much so. And it's a very much more impressive performance than he had with Cabrera in Dublin. For the first time, Cruz drove him back. You have to ask yourself how long they can go on at this pace in this heat. Remember, it's scheduled for 15, and that's a lot of boxing, and particularly at this speed. Good attack from Cruz. And McGuigan's in trouble. He has to come in and hang on. He was hurt. He made his own attack, and he caught a good punch in reply, and it hurt him. And suddenly Cruz sees his chance. Round 6. And Cruz is getting the come-on signs from his corner. They suddenly see the chance of the world title staring him in the face. McGuigan grins and grits his teeth, but he's getting caught. And these are bad moments for the champion. McGuigan in definite trouble as he comes forward. He's walking into punches. The tables were turned with a vengeance in the last minute of that round. So Stevie Cruz, at one time a 9-1 underdog, and when last we heard a 5-2 underdog, suddenly sees a chance of the title.
You got a guy out on his feet, you finish him.
Here we are. One punch transformed this. That, I think, was the one. That was it. He came in and he needed to hang on until his head cleared. So Is McGuigan going to be able to impose himself again on Cruz? Or are now things suddenly going to turn the Texans' way? The seventh.
Steady up, get that left hand.
This is the round. A lot of people confidently tipped McGuigan to win in.
Come on now, keep your composure.
And Cruz has got new life, and you can hardly wonder at it. Getting the right hand in over the top now. McGuigan's going to need all his skill and all his strength and courage here to come through this. He's getting ripped by punches as he walks forward. And again. And suddenly everything is going Cruz's way. McGuigan, has he gone too fast, too early? Is the strength running out? It looks as though it might be. He's picking up every punch that Cruz throws. It could be that McGuigan has shot his bolt. It could be that he's having weight problems. Again, a right hand from Cruz. And it's all Cruz at the moment. Everything going the challenger's way. In the seventh. Cruz himself is feeling the pace. Perhaps fortunately for the champion, Cruz has eased off. And McGuigan has regained some composure. And Cruz's right eye is beginning to discolor. Another low one from McGuigan. He's had several cautions about that.
Touch gloves.
Good referee. Good right from McGuigan. Suddenly McGuigan has got back into it and found new strength again, although the counter's there again. What a fight this is turning out to be. And McGuigan grins all over his face as he goes back to the corner, as though he's enjoying it. And McGuigan, I think, may have some damage on his face. Left eye, I think, has got a small cut. He has indeed. Eddie Shaw, the trainer, going to work on it. So McGuigan is cut near the left eye.
Try and stand the road. You're not getting in the road enough. You must stand the road for it.
Some fight this.
Stand the road, see punch from the road.
One or two punches there could have caused the damage.
Watch your head inside, Barry.
These were the desperate moments early in the round when McGuigan suddenly looked as though he might be heading for defeat at any moment. But things were a little better for him towards the end of the round, although he's now cut.
Jab and move.
Jab and move. I can hear Barney Eastwood yelling at McGuigan. You can see the grease on the injury. Seems to be on the eyelid. Round 8. Both now carrying the marks of battle, and this has been some battle. Fought at a furious pace in searingly hot conditions. And if McGuigan thought he was going to come out and get it over quickly, I'm afraid he's been badly disillusioned. McGuigan is well ahead on points, and he'll be all right as long as he doesn't run out of steam or the eye injury doesn't get worse. But Cruz has very, very dangerous bursts of action. Good lefts from Cruz. McGuigan's favourite combination, the right to the head, the left to the body. But it still doesn't quell this strong, tough and very brave challenger, who still sees himself with the chance of winning the title. Has suddenly turned into an even more difficult defense than the last one against Cabrera. Crack of heads there. Cruz looks tired, and then suddenly he comes out with a couple of good punches. McGuigan bleeding again, but not badly. McGuigan trying so hard to finish this, and this man will not go down. But finally, to me, it looks as though Cruz is beginning to get himself into trouble again. And yet, again, he comes back. Some fight, and this crowd in this open-air arena in Las Vegas are absolutely reveling in a real humdinger of a fight. The marks of battle are seen there on Cruz's face, all around the eyes. No cuts, but plenty of bruising. And meanwhile, we see some more action. That was a good right from Cruz, and another one. Always, he came back with these short bursts of action. And when he did, he always looked dangerous. And you begin to wonder just how this is going to work out as we reach the 9th round. A lot of bets have been lost already. A lot of people took bets that this would be over inside 8.
I know you win, buddy. Come on, Ducks. Go ahead and move. Go ahead and move.
And Cruz comes skipping out of his corner. One of the remarkable things about this is the fitness of the two men and the fact that they can go this pace in this heat for round after round. There's never been a slow round. There's never been a respite for either man. Again, the head's crack. I could hear it down here. McGuigan, once again, back to his confident-looking self after that desperate 6th round and 7th. All McGuigan this round so far. Either Cruz is coasting, or maybe he hasn't got too much to throw. That was a low one, and a very low one at that from Cruz. And the Irish supporters give vent to their feelings. Well, whatever happens, McGuigan has proved himself a determined and resilient world champion on American soil tonight. McGuigan keeps the pressure on relentlessly. McGuigan trying again and again to put the finishing touches to this and can't quite do it. Cruz seems to be made of rubber. The punches just bounce off him. Seem to have no effect. But that was not a good round for the challenger. That was McGuigan's best round for some time. He attacked throughout. He took 1 or 2 counters, but not many. And once again, he's well in charge and well ahead.
Show me, let me have it. Drink it. Let it down. It's okay, you're losing all
But we could be in for another 6 rounds yet.
Take it away, let me have a look, Eddie.
A very good round.
They've done a good job on that eye.
A marvellous round. You're boxing, you're boxing, you're boxing. You're going to take him out.
It really was a low one.
Next round. Box, box, box.
It's the first low punch that Cruz has thrown in the fight.
1, 2, left hook. 1, 2, left hook.
You're okay, no problem.
Clap your left hook.
No problem, Barry.
1, 2, and clap your left hook.
Look, pick your shots and you're going to take him out of there.
Oh, you're right in this win.
But box.
So.
Box, box.
1, 2, left hook.
Box, box, box. You see him going, he's going to go, he was almost away. And he's near knackered. Now, Sandra and the kids is depending on us. Go on, go!
Sandra and the kid. Barney Eastwood reminding him the wife and son are sitting out there watching, and it's as much for them as for himself that he's got to keep this world title. A lot of advice coming from the McGuigan corner. Cruz shakes his head, perhaps surprised that McGuigan can keep up this remorseless pace and pressure. But if you want to be world champion, that's what you have to do. And tonight, McGuigan has come through a very bad patch indeed. But he's survived it, and he's come on. Now, has Cruz got anything left with which to surprise him? Yes, he may have. Indeed, he has. Good punches by McGuigan once again. The Texan trapped on the ropes in the 10th. But still, this remarkable challenger bounces back. Good punch, he's got McGuigan over. Left hand, he's hurt him. McGuigan's badly hurt. He's looking to his corner. He's trying to gather his sense and listen to the count. He's up at 8. Suddenly, Cruz is inside of the title again for the 2nd time. Will McGuigan survive this one? Round 10. 1 out of the blue. What a dangerous man he is. So McGuigan's got to pull it all together once again if he's going to win this. that Cruz himself is feeling tired because he hasn't followed up. Again he catches McGuigan, and there's the bell, and that doesn't come a moment too soon for McGuigan, who looks a bit unsteady as he goes back to his corner. He's taken a few very hard punches there, and you saw the one that put him down, and he was hurt.
No problem.
So there is some panic in that corner now, believe me.
No, drink a drop. Come on, drink.
Here we are. Left hook, what a good punch that was. Right out of the blue, and Cruz was there ready to give him another one if he got up immediately. Again. There it was. Funnily enough, when he was on the floor, he was clutching his right side. But it was the punch to the head. There you are, did you see that? He was winded.
Okay, put the gum chains down. Now, keep your composure.
So another sensation in this fight. McGuigan has been in bad trouble twice as we come out for the 11th. If Cruz produces another left hook like that, McGuigan's title may be no more. The Texan is looking menacing again. It's beginning to look as if McGuigan, if he's going to win this fight, will have to win it over 15 rounds, because it doesn't look as though he can stop Cruz, but Cruz might well stop him. The Texan now doing the chasing. The boots on the other foot. Everything is different. And Cruz now waiting his chance and picking his punches in this 11th round. And McGuigan looks anxiously towards his corner, and he looks very, very tired, and he's got a cut on the other eye now, in the corner of the right eye. McGuigan wants to keep this title. Somehow or other, he's got to pull himself together and box his way through to the 15th round. And you wonder whether he can do it. McGuigan turn the tables again. Round 11. Another low one from McGuigan. Cruz now looking for one more left hook like the one he produced in the 10th. Some extraordinary resolve and courage, McGuigan seems anyway to have pulled himself back into the fight yet again. But he's got two cuts. Well, Cruz may well be feeling disappointed that he didn't put McGuigan down again in that round. And McGuigan has got more trouble because now they have to deal with a little cut on the side of the right eye as well as the one on the left. The toughest of all McGuigan's defenses. And here in the desert, you can't help feeling that perhaps the sands of time are running out for McGuigan as champion. Still 4 rounds to go if it goes all the way.
endurance, baby.
Dehydration could well be setting in
Put four together.
for McGuigan.
I'm telling you.
And Cruz looks calm, as though he's prepared to wait for his chance. Money that came pouring in from Texas late in the day proved to have been pretty wise money. There's one thing one has to say, and that is that McGuigan really couldn't have been weak at this weight, or he wouldn't be here now. And once again, it seems to be turning McGuigan's way, although you can sense the danger even outside the ring in those fists of Cruz. Strength is phenomenal because he's pulled himself back from the brink of defeat. McGuigan again open to the counter. And again, Cruz is getting the come-on signs from his corner. And McGuigan has to be very, very careful now when he punches. He's beginning to pick up the counters again. Another big attack by McGuigan. And this time, the judges are being told about the low punching, and he's had several cautions about that, so we must assume that that will cost McGuigan this round. Good punch from Cruz, and he hurt McGuigan again as the champion came into him. And McGuigan looks battered and tired as he goes back to that corner at the end of the 12th. And these two men, you can't help feeling really now must be very near the end of their tether, because to have fought 12 rounds at the pace they have and with the amount of punishment they've handed out is really quite remarkable. There's that menacing left hook again. That was the one that put McGuigan down in the 10th. And believe me, Cruz came close to putting him down again there with it. And that was always the punch we were told was Cruz's danger punch, and it's proved to be true enough.
Who's the man in the ring, baby? Huh? All right, go get him.
He's in our country, baby. He's in our country. Let's do something.
Back up, Stevie. You get him every time. Inside.
Step around him and jab. Boom.
Punch with him inside.
You got him. He's ready to go. He's just a tough...
3 rounds left. Cruz runs out of the corner. And it's all up for grabs in these last 3 rounds. It's even money now. McGuigan has been on the floor once. Cruz, not at all. again the right hand this time from Cruz. And every time Cruz throws those counters, so McGuigan's crown wobbles. Good attack again. Where does McGuigan get the strength from? And it's Cruz this time who has to hang on. This looks to me like a very crucial round indeed. How does McGuigan find this sort of strength at this stage of the fight? After what he's been through. This is superhuman stuff from McGuigan. But if he does leave himself open, Cruz might still have the punch with which to put him down. Big round for McGuigan again. Now where he's pulled it up from, heaven only knows. Big round for McGuigan. Tremendous round for him. Puts him way back in the lead. In fact, I think he's got a pretty big lead, because when you look back at what Cruz has done, he's had a couple of good moments. But apart from that, McGuigan has always forced the pace and thrown far more punches. And yet, Cruz is still dangerous. Well, this was a good attack again by McGuigan here, threatening to sweep everything Cruz had aside. But despite everything, he still couldn't put this Texan on the floor. So we have a very, very excited crowd here in Nevada, in the desert, and 2 rounds to go.
They're depending on you. From a squat. Do you hear me?
Remember, I win the fight.
Job and move, kid. Do you hear me?
Let's go. Let's go.
And McGuigan comes out at the trot this time. If he can just keep out of the way of Cruz's left hook for 2 rounds, he'll keep the title. Still McGuigan is fighting like a demon, not caring too much about defense. And suddenly, once again, Cruz has found a new lease of life. These two are giving absolutely everything they've got in this fight. This is the 14th round. This is the round in which McGuigan beat Cabrera. And he's threatening to do it again here. A tremendous, punishing battle, round after round after round. We've come a long way to see this, but my word, it's been worth it. Cruz draped against the ropes, but out he comes fighting yet again. What a remarkable fight. Good right from McGuigan. Cruz seems to be absolutely impervious to punishment. pace unbelievably. Is as fast now as it was in the opening round. Another good round for McGuigan. He did all the attacking. He carried the fight all the way to Cruz. We have 3 minutes left of a sensational championship battle for the featherweight crown here in Las Vegas.
You nailed him with that right hand right at the end of the round.
Yeah, put your hands down.
This is your last and final round.
This crowd in Las Vegas have had the most remarkable value for money here.
Steve, you know what a last round in a fight is.
7:15 at night here, 3:15 in the morning where you are. And I'm sure there's no thought of going to bed.
Yes, sir. This is it. Let's go get it. This round may be the one we need. You hear me? It's close.
Well, you can hear for yourself. The Cruz corner telling their men that they think it's close. I don't think it is close myself. Everybody's standing as they come out for the last round. The whole crowd standing and applauding. A moment of truth. 3 minutes. McGuigan has looked as though he could be beaten. And is there going to be a third? There is! He's in trouble again and he's holding on. And he held on because if he hadn't, he'd have gone down. So Cruz is still not beaten. And this crown could yet change hands. Isn't this amazing? From Cruz, and McGuigan yet again is in trouble. So close to the finish, and now again so close to defeat. And he's got him, McGuigan over, and he doesn't quite know where he is or what's hit him. Compulsory 8 count. And he's going to his corner and looking at it as much as to say, what is going on here? Can Cruz finish it here and now? 15th and final round. Will Cruz stop him? He might. It's all McGuigan can do to stand on his feet. He's out on his feet. And only the boxing brain is keeping him clear of trouble now. No punches being thrown. McGuigan's just looking for safety. And there's nowhere to find it. He's gone again. He's gone again. He gets up early again. It's a compulsory 8 count. And we're close to the end of this fight, and McGuigan is close to losing his crown. He walks back into trouble. If ever a bell was needed, McGuigan needs it now. Because one more big attack by Cruz and the referee. There's the bell. And the two of them, amazingly, are on their feet at the end, and Cruz is being hoisted as the winner. I don't know about that. We've got to see. McGuigan won a lot of rounds. He had one taken away from him. He's had 3 certainly bad rounds. We'll wait and see. But the Americans believe they've got a winner. It'll be a few moments before we find that out. But all over this ring now, people, are congratulating Cruz. But we've got to wait for 3 judges now to decide the outcome of this. Now let's have a look again at what happened here to McGuigan, because once again he hit the canvas in this 15th and final round. The right hand this time sent him reeling backwards into the corner. And if he hadn't held there, he'd have been over. And now, another brutally critical moment for McGuigan. A barrage of punches to the head, and over he sprawls against the ropes, and almost too weary to climb to his feet. Another angle on that. Painful moments to watch if you're a McGuigan supporter. But full marks to Stevie Cruz, who could produce this sort of punching at the end of a grueling fight. And amazingly, it went the full 15 rounds in the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a hand for both fighters for Caesar's Palace. One of the great fights of all time. Here is the official scoring for this WBA Featherweight Championship bout. Angel Tovar scores at 143-142. Judge Mirato Villalobos scores at 143-139. And Guy Yudras scores at 142-141 for the winner. From the great state of Texas, the new champion, Stevie Cruz.
Well, I'm up in the ring now, waiting, hopefully, to get an interview with Barry McGuigan, who must be feeling desperate. He's lost his title on a unanimous decision, although 2 of the judges' decisions were very, very close indeed. I must say I felt myself that Barry might have kept his title, but 3 judges here disagreed with that, and Stevie Cruz, at 22, is the new WBA featherweight champion. Astonishing scenes here, and the fight itself was announced as one of the finest ever seen in Las Vegas, and that must be right. And all over this ring now, the congratulations are going on to Stevie Cruz, but here is Barry McGuigan. Barry, what can I say? It's a sad night,
yeah,
but what a fight it was,
yeah.
What a fight.
It was a very good fight. My accuracy was made off. The timing seemed to be off. I didn't seem to be hitting the mark. I tried all night long to recuperate and to get back on target again, but it didn't seem to work. I have no complaints. He was a very good fighter. He threw accurate, clean punches and didn't foul me at any stage. He deserved to win and deserved to win well.
Do you feel that you might have gone off a little too fast, that you could have paced yourself a little slower?
I'm not sure, Harry, what I done wrong, but I know that I wasn't on form. I didn't seem to be hitting the target, but you have your off nights, and unfortunately this is another one of my off nights.
That 10th round was a desperate round for you.
Well, it was a bit of an anticlimax for me, and it seemed to go a wee bit haywire for me. But you have your off nights, and unfortunately this is one of them.
Do you think, was there any trouble with the weight? Did that have any difference?
No difference at all. The weight had nothing to do with it. It was just my own fault. I wasn't seem to be throwing light punches. I seemed to be trying to throw hard punches all the time, and I wasn't throwing light enough punches.
Let's let him get back to judgment.
But that's the way it goes, Harry.
Barry, you've had a tough fight. I won't keep you anymore. Go and have a rest.
Thank you.
You're going to try and get the title back one of these days?
You never know. I might just try that. I might try junior lightweight with 4 pounds up.
Right. Okay, Barry. We're sorry you've lost the title. It was a great fight, nonetheless. Tremendous.
It took 15 rounds. Thank you, Harry.
Thank you.
Sorry, folks, for disappointing.
This is it now.
Barry.
Well, he's an extraordinary young man. I mean, we've stayed up this hour, and Barry's lost his title, the crazy things that have happened in sport this summer, and the way he's so articulate after it and able to express himself and admit perhaps that he lost the fight on the night and all the rest of it. Personally, I don't know what you thought, I felt that he'd just done enough to retain it despite three disastrous rounds.
Yes, I thought he'd done enough. I had it 8 rounds to McGuigan, 5 to to Cruz, but what amazed me was the punches that he was going on the floor with. They weren't devastating punches, were they, Des? They were just little clips, and he was
looked weak.
He did look weak, yeah. Well, he just said he might go up with 4 pounds to another weight. That might do him a favour.
Yeah.
You know, because he struggled
Which
on the
implies
scales.
he was struggling at the weight, and yet he denied that just now, Barry.
He struggled.
That the weight had nothing to do with it.
They said the scales were a pound out, but he struggled, and the thing is, it was hot, so the 4 pound advantage would make him a better fighter.
There's an extraordinary sort of lack of confidence about him. At the end of the 9th round, we could hear him. He was saying to his manager, "Say a prayer for me," and this kind of thing.
I mean, that's the only prayer you've got, isn't it? I mean,
well,
it's very sad for world boxing, or British boxing.
He had a disastrous 6th round. He had a bad 7th round, but the 10th round, heavens above. I mean, that's where he.
Yeah.
That's where he got knocked down first. What happened here, Alan?
I think it was a little short left hand, just off the chin. But now he's on the floor, wobbling around. But
it's easy to say from this far away, but it didn't look that tough a punch. You know, the sort of punch that you would expect him to go down from.
That punch would never ever have put McGuigan down before. So whether he's having trouble with the weight, I said it before the fight that I don't think the heat would bother him, but evidently it must have done. You know.